the supersized man of all time. Thomas Jefferson was like no other man alive. His gifts and talents exceeded all imagination, from being a well-renowned architect to an amazing, curious scientist, and even a more clever inventor on the side. As a scientist, Thomas Jefferson meticulously invented precise methods for excavating archaeological sites. He loved fossils and the study of paleontology. With his scientific background, he was able to write and publish a paper on fossils. He could articulately read and write 6 languages and was a sharply accomplished musician. Thomas Jefferson was insatiably passionate about books, so much so that he had a personal collection of over 10,000 books, as well as acquiring many rare and valuable artifacts. Thomas Jefferson had a great passion for learning. In our history books, it was documented that he would emphatically study for more than 15 hours per day, and then he would go practice tirelessly on his violin for several more hours. When he was 14 years old, he could naturally read musical notes and play the violin as well as the cello. As an inventor, he had the desire to make farming easier and more productive, so he invented a mold board of least resistance plow. With all of the reading and writing that he did in his lifetime, he managed to learn 6 different languages. They were as follows: Greek, Latin, French, Italian, Spanish, English, and he even attempted learning German. Prior to his death in 1826, finally, Thomas Jefferson enormously enjoyed architecture of all styles. On a quote by him, "Architecture is my delight, and putting up and pulling down. One of my favorite amusements." The American people were vastly lucky to have a man such as Thomas Jefferson with his talents and interests to help create, direct, and mold the United States of America. Thomas Jefferson was the most accomplished, gifted, and respected leader of all time. He was our dearly beloved 3rd President of the United States of America, who served 2 terms, which is 8 years in public office. Thomas Jefferson was a great author of our core laws to live by. These laws were written in a document to be known as the Declaration of Independence. This passionately great American leader held many high-ranking offices or prestigious positions while he was alive, such as Governor of Virginia, United States Secretary of State, United States Vice President, founder of University of Virginia, and he also served as a diplomat to France. On an ironic note, John Adams, our 2nd President of the United States, and Thomas Jefferson, our 3rd President of the United States, died on the exact same date in 1826. Both men died on July 4th, 1826. July 4th being Independence Day for the United States, and Thomas Jefferson being the maker/author of the Declaration of Independence. Thomas Jefferson is an amazingly valuable icon of American history, and a very important outwardly spoken leader to study for our future generations. His example of leadership is an important lesson for today's children to learn for their future country of the United States of America. Thomas Jefferson was also well known for his mechanically crafted quotes in our history books. It was documented that he had in the neighborhood of 407 cleverly written quotes. Some of my most favorite quotes, which he published, are: "Honesty is the first chapter of the Book of Wisdom." Yet another great boldly written character quote, in my opinion, is: "Pride costs us more than hunger, thirst, and cold." Because Thomas Jefferson was a well-read and highly educated man, he loved to diligently share his experiences and knowledge through quotes. A great example of his passion for learning was by reading this quote by him: "Every day is lost in which we do not learn something useful. Man has no nobler or more valuable possession than time." To have an actual written account of Thomas Jefferson's library of famous quotes is priceless and allows us to learn how our founding forefathers' creative minds worked on behalf of the betterment of the people of the United States of America.
What'd you think of this paper? He's a great guy.
Yes.
Did you learn anything?
I learned that him and John Adams died on the same day.
No, I mean about like him as a person, not facts. What'd you think about him as a person?
He was smart and kept on top of his work.
What else?
He was a scientist.
No, I mean in your own words. I mean, you put a factual paper together, no doubt, with a lot of flavorful words, the LY. But what about all the neat things that he did in his life?
I just think it was cool.
You think he's cool?
Yeah.
Is there another guy that you know anywhere today that's anything like him? No, I don't think so either. He is a pretty amazing man to study. This was a good report to do. Did you like it?
Yes.
Was this one of your most favorite?
Care of the Sick was kind of good.
You like that because that was gory, yucky?
No, it was weird.
It was weird, right? Okay. All right, so sign off.
Bye.